Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I know it's been a while since I've made one, but here it is, and hopefully there'll be another one coming soon. Anyway, this video is about a short fictional story, or centered on a short fictional story designed to showcase vocabulary and basic word order patterns in the early West Saxon dialect of Old English. Now, the narrative is provided in both modern English and Old English. It's about this fictional character, Hereberht, and Sir Earnstan Wacken and the Eastern Watch. There's a few pages on this, a few slides to go through, so let's get going. Okay, so I'll do that, but I should probably hide this first. And let's make a start. Thar kom Hereberht tot them kuninga under Shermandaye. He ber him Goretunga and quath mid eod modere stevna. Earle kuning, ich bitte thee, geef mij lutlene time, posparatjene mit thee dieliche Betham Herre. There's the old king. Se kuning besech on hinne, mid mitchelre Yethulda and quath. Laat oer men gaan forth to Herre reste. Nu machen we bijens berekken butan vedem. Hereberht leerde to him, and hier sprak on lange onbeperkt schipper and voorradene. Waar hij lange heeft on spreken. Hereberht je gewat met zorgvollere aanzoenen. Mijn durchten koning, thu was dat ze hadden een here nani sibber radeth. Hier cometh nichtes mit fure and edgem. And here they come with fire and sword. Hier have done forberend thatunis be eerst starande. Min swostare and hure beren, hier woorden je noemen fram ham, and nanny wat hawar hier sind. Se koning tha he that je hoorde zwiegde lange, and bethochte his mode. And here's the village. Tha quath he, Hereberht, thins barak is south, and fulde vothus. We moton beon jerwe. To morgen ich sende arne to them eldor menum, and we je gaderieth on a ford. Hereberht buchte his heerwoorden quath. Geef thu me thien godne willen. Ich radeth am voorde sulf fram Norddala. Ich kan tha stie and tha berchas, and mina volk toruiath me. Se koning smeerde and quath. West thu jeru Hereberht. God hale thurich eeuwe his eie, mit torue and wisdom. Tha heren was je voeren bethodden, Hereberht, se eldorman, raad fram tham tuna mit his jesithum, and he heet here Horus Jerkien. He sende aren je worit to them kuninga, and bade him fultum and folk, for than the tha hadden have done heechne, hawerve le a beched, over that eerstende. Mit tharm nichtum, he and his voerd, bekommen to tham holme, thar tha wikingas, beth enod e hir siwpw. Hereberht says an elke here tocha, heit his canichtas, uton doma saleum, ac befechel aris anine ship, to beliazan, that tha feondas, near moston verleon. Tha kom Mitchell storm, and tha shipu waren je nieuwde, with them horeas an windum. Hereberht, je zegt that hit was Harley Team to beradiena. He heet belauwen thonna Harren, and his folk bekomen of them holtwoede, mit halume and halude haleothre, and tha hadden an woordon a furugte. Tha se kuning, athora kuning, on wintan chestora wuni yenda, that Jehoorde, that Hereberht mit his wiendum with the hadanan vechtan walde. He tha sawida je wunderode. He quath witodliche, thes Hereberht is torum and je sheerwis. If God leof seer, he willa oes alusin, from tham achlakan, shipher. Ich sende him sona fultum, mit tharim shipum, and twa hund wienda. He shulon hinna je fultumien, mit arm and shoulder. And he hate his shipmanes, Jerkian tha shipu, and him sulf befel tham here tochen, elra fultuma verremde tobeon. He sheewde that I hawelk, we and ware jero mit sawerde, burnan an linde, and tha shipu fleatan, mit an huchtum to tham eerste. Tha shipu fram wintan chestore, to tham eerst sa bekomen. He je meton Hereberht mit his volke at tham eermuthan. Thar ses stan heripa that sheore stod. He on yet tha fultum bekomen waren, and he him believe to sparak. Beoth ye hal, gode ye sithas, mit were help we machen, thas hadenen a fusan, fram urm erdum. He tha together thare, here rad heoldon, and forth feredon, to them satoa. Thar tha hadenen, here, bewickedon, mit hurnum and fiorde. Hereberht hate his men, on twam je heb dum, a reason, an heb fram eerstan, o there fram sultan, swath that he mit karafte tha feondas, betharadan mechtan. Mit harren belawa, and haludne harume, he on tha hadhanan stormadon. Zwared shinon shuldas klungon, and stan saleia halimade. Fella hadhanura feolon, and somewhere on shippem be hawirv bed tofalieme. Se kumbal heavod, se hadene hera tocha, was of slayen mit hera berchtes achenum swoerde. And that folk here have the nan teamer to wither sacken. Va after thara sea, hera berch, mit his men lay over there, tha ye wonder there, and ye setteth on a sheore mid wackendum. And he senda arendaraken to koninga Athelrada mid thisare boda. Se hadene hera is far slayen, and to daravid, thine fultum bethankod. If hit thine willa see, each will near to sparechende, mit they befrithes fastum. Tha se koning Athelrad, tha bode je heerde, he believe liedje heet, je fastnien, dat Hereberht to him je berocht, waren met wuldere en were shippe. He je ladede his wittene, tha heek je raven, and his koene domus, Venus, to hele on Wintanchester, and thar Hereberht him beforen je ladde. Se koning kwath, west du haal Hereberht, min holder, Mare is thin dad, and je bled sod is thin mode. The eld vader jeef the lof, and the lange lief, for thin toruminge thas volkes. Hereberht tha eldoriche liefde, and onjan his sparake, doruchten kuning. Ich ne doet that for wuldere, ne for mare je dorucht, ak for tham loven thas focus and erdes. The me at berne berchum je held hevde. Nu bidde ich verrith, and fastly betham sheorum, and werk wakkendere to je theodene, besa en bestium. Tha sparaken tha witan, and tha kuninges thenas, and mid anhoednesse je hure summedon tham rade. Koning Athelred tha thas answare selde. Wesh thu shir Jereva, Bethem sheorum, Hereberht, and half thu weld and wakker on minum nummen. Ich befaste they that land be eerse, and tha mare to hel dana, that nan hath an here neer mote ingong haban, butan thina rad and a riche. Tha se war Hereberht, his ath at Kuningas hand, and ela tha Jesithus, waren believer, and he thankade God, mid jern fullum lofsange. Okay, so I finished that bit there. Let me put that there out the way. Sometimes with the palatalized C and G, so it's the C with a dot above and the G with a dot above, the earlier you go back in West Saxon, the less palatalization you have. So if you put hard C's and G's in places, you're not necessarily wrong as long as you understand that you're going back to earlier West Saxon. Later West Saxon, palatalization, that's after the time of King Alfred. You've got the system is fully palatalized, and so there are rules where C and G are palatalized, and it's always the case. But the earlier you go back before Alfred's time, even in Alfred's time, the palatalization process was still ongoing. But certainly, if you go back before that, you've got much less of it until it disappears eventually, and you just have the original pre-migration Germanic language where there was no palatalization. So palatalization has occurred after the Anglo-Saxons, Jutes, Frisians migrated to the British Isles, and from there on it started slowly. And it was well underway in Alfred's time, King Alfred's time, and completed after his time. So don't get too hung up on the C's and G's, but generally if you got the vowels I, E, Y, then you've got palatalization if a C or a G occurs before that. Um, now, so there was one I did miss somewhere. It was very, very painful. That should have been a palatalized G there. Theanus. That's probably the only other, it's probably the main one that I missed. All right. There are some cases like this one here where you've got the vowel there, so it occurs. It can be hard to tell, but if I didn't palatalize that, I'd be saying sti hum instead of sti yum. So I'd be going back to an earlier, early West Saxon dialect. All right. So sometimes it's not clear whether it's C dot or G dot. There is a clear rule about it, but it's not always the case. But just take heart, because if you go back early enough in the Old English period, if you go to say between 400 and 600 AD, you've probably got no palatalization at all, or just the very beginnings of it. And all these would be hard C's and hard G's. All right, so this going back further would become ick instead of itch. Okay, and as I said before, this would be stichum. Okay, but going back for earlier, so it's just anyway. So don't worry too much about it. You're not wrong if you get it, if you miss it or something. You're just somewhere on that scale between 400 AD and 1066 AD. Okay, and the earlier you go back, the less palatalization there is until eventually there's none. All right. Other than that, I think we're finished there. So that